I was kind of a bit fine. I haven't even brushed my hair yet. Look, what's going on? Oh dear, what a rush. What a rush. How are we all doing? I've not even got the chat up yet. Look. Let's turn it down a fraction. Let's pop the chat out. Got a few in by the looks of it tonight. Let's get you all up where I can see you. Right, I think we're getting back in order now. We're back in order, just about. Oh, no, what have I done now? Stop that, stop it. Right. Just sorting my windows out. I'll be there in a sec. Don't you worry. Right, who we got in? We got Video Monkey. Graham, how you doing, mate? I'm down as top chat. I should be live chat. Then we got Joe in, Matambly, Tim's in, Nick's in, Rob's radio channel's in, although he's got to go out and do some coral later. Simon, how you doing, mate? Got your first ever bottle of finger to open chilled. Yours are still going, Simon. I keep popping another shepherd neem out. I keep popping another shepherd neem out. What link have we got then? I've missed something here, am I? Danish, how you doing, mate? Get some finger over there. You need it in you. Timothy's Tuesday book. Mick McGinn, hi Mick. The finger is the key. Maybe I didn't have enough finger to to fix that flimming thing yesterday. God, I'll tell you what, I had nightmares about that. I literally was up thinking about that in the night, that valve tester. And Mr. Resonator's been in touch as well, so I don't know if you were watching there, Christopher, but maybe you've not hit the subscribe button, because he said he couldn't chat for some reason. Dave Rhodes, good evening to you. Dave Anthony, good evening to you. Jerry, thanks for becoming a ranger, mate. And this is Jerry's radio we've got here as well. So thank you very much, Jerry. Let's hope that we can now fix your radio. Yeah, you've asked me that, Rob. Still a bit rough, mate. I nearly didn't make a start, Jerry. I was trying to upload the latest credits, so I'm gonna have to pop you on them as well now. Valve tester link. How do you mean, Nick? Oh, the link to yesterday's. Oh, valve tester. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't get that one. So yeah, we have got Jerry's SW77 Penguin. What are you up to? He's over here. He's over there. We've got Penguins a bit squashed in. I've got everything everywhere at the moment. I've just had to get the valve tester off the bench. So Penguin and Pongo have taken second place. Welcome, Jerry, anyway, to the madness. So we've got a crazy old penguin and his mate over here, look. They're waiting very patiently by number 16. And a bit on the slant as well, I think. Number 16, Penguin. How you doing? He's looking away today. Pongo's not. He's keen. He's keen. He wants batteries up him. He wants something doing anyway. Right, let's go over and find out what we got in number 16 in the beer advent calendar. Well, I think it's beer. There is other stuff in here, allegedly. Oh, what have we got here? This is a Mrs. Cruncher special. Winter warmer ale from Sainsbury's. Taste the difference. Whoa. I do like a nice winter warmer. Now, this is brewed in Blandford Forum by Hall & Woodhouse. Whoa, yes. Right. Cheers, Penguin. Thanks for that, mate. Thank you. See you again. Winter warmer. Selected by our experts. So yeah, Hall & Woodhouse. They do Badger, don't they? I think Hall & Woodhouse. Where's Multi? Where's our man? Jeff Quickful, how you doing, mate? Not fun job to do mine. And add some clutched jumper to trace damage. Yeah, we got some damage on this one as well. Glad you sorted it though, Jeff. You're welcome, mate. We should reserve a day for electrifying Pongo. Yeah. I'll have to look up a circuit. As I say, I've been a bit up to neck today. I drowned my sorrows last night and had to have a couple of whiskies because the Hickok whiskey that was. Hickok whiskey. This can't be the winter ale, that. 5%, so it's not crazily strong. But it's a bit festive, isn't it? Rich, fruity and malty. And a bit feisty. Okay, well, the radio, it's an SW77. It's taken apart already because I've already had the board out and done an assessment on it before I let Jerry know the bad news. But here is the offending item. And as you can see, it's brimmed full of SMD electrolytics. Anonymous, thank you very much. Gia, how you doing? Snowy northern Norway. Badger is, Dave, is it? Thank you. So yeah, I'm a little bit back in my comfort zone after yesterday's shenanigans with the valve tester. But as I say, it's good that Mr. Resonator's been in touch. I haven't seen him in the streams for ages, but as I say, I don't think you can come in the streams unless you're a subscriber, so. Anyway, cheers everybody, happy Christmas. That does taste quite nice. Right, let's move all the pretties out the way, because I'm going to get the microscope in and show you basically what we're up against, what the scores on the doors are. So let's turn that on. Let's get up on screen, hopefully. Come on, Mr. Microscope, you can do it. Okay. Now, it's difficult because of the light, but okay. So you've all seen these boards, I'm sure, before. Let's go straight to the worst area, which is over here. So you can see we've got our SMD electrolytics, and I'm sure you can see there's a real crusty one there. Just trying to get it in the right light. It's difficult. But this tends to be the worst area down here, really, by this white connector. This is where the muck tends to go. And it's difficult to see there, but we have got we've got electrolyte all over the board there. Where else was it? So basically all these are absolutely shot. I've tested some of them, they're way out as suspected. So what happens with these is they leak electrolyte and it goes down through the board, through all these little holes. Where are we? Yes, you can see a couple vias. Where am I? I'm trying to find the component I'm looking at now. Are we over this one? Yeah, we are. So you can see all these little tiny holes everywhere. These traces, they go through the board and out the other side. I don't know if you can see here, but this is quite mucky over here. So I say this is the worst area. If I flip the board over, and go over to say here, if I can find it. Apologies for the light. This camera and right, 406. Yeah, so we need to go a little bit that way, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Hello, we're having some frame rate issues. Stop it. Well, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but there's definitely a big lump of board missing there. Let's see if I can tilt it a little bit to give it a better... There you go. Can you see that? I'm trying to get a bit of light in that area. So there's a big chunk of the board missing there. I've cleaned that up and it's gone. So we're going to have to pop a couple of wires through there and join onto this this bit of board. You can just about see a bit of copper left there. But yeah, those two vias have totally gone. That's the one piece that I've seen. There's lots of muck. I have cleaned this board up, believe it or not. Down here by Q, it says Q332. 322 even, if you can see that. But we've got electrolyte underneath this trace here, so it's basically it's come through the vias and onto this side of the board. It's not too bad, but there's quite a few vias that are all green and crusty that I've got to clear out and test. Let's say I have given this a clean over with isopropyl. But yeah, it's not great. But I've seen a lot worse. So the problem is trying to get them off. There's various methods, but when you've got a board that's got corrosion on it, you've got to be really careful. Multi, how do you, mate? You like the jumper? Yeah, we've got to have a Christmas jumper, haven't you? You've got to have a Christmas jumper, yeah, look. We always try and find the tackiest jumpers on the planet. Always got to find the tackiest jumpers on the planet, Jerry. Thanks very much, Jeff. did the cushion slight twist removal of the caps. The leakage interfered with the desolder technique. You can do the twist, you can do the cut off, but you've got to have good tracks, good traces to be able to do that. And some of these aren't good. Some are okay, some we can probably twist, but the best and safest way is to use the hot air station. So that's what we're going to do in the majority today. I'm just going to get my blue mat. Let's get that on the mat. Let's get the camera set up so you can sort of see what I'm up to. First things first, we need to sort of mask up some of this stuff because there's a lot of plastic stuff on these boards, and if you hit it with hot air at 380, 400 degrees, you're going to melt it. No real surprise there. So say I have already taken this board out. We need to protect these potentiometers because they love to melt. And if they melt, you can't get the knobs back on. That's the first one to do. Make sure it can't escape in underneath. Keep going. So we got this plastic white piece here. Now this is pretty dodgy. Trying to do any hot air around this thing. Because if it melts, you cannot get that connector back in there. So we've just got to pokey and try and protect it as best we can. If you've got a little gap there, it's going to go underneath and melt. You also got to be careful you don't lift any other SMD components when you're doing the desoldering. I'm just using this aluminium tape for heat shielding. There's plastic on the potentiometer as well. Mrs. Cruncher's down there coughing herself again, coughing her heart out. We've also got a crystal. You do not want to be heating up crystals really. So we've got a crystal there. They're not too bad, they're a little way away, so they should be alright, but you know what you don't want to do is do a job like this on a live stream, you know. You know, I mean, what could go wrong? Okay, that's that crystal. That should give that a bit of protection. What else have we got? We've got a nice plastic filter there. Hi Derek, how are you? New tech at the time from Sony, and they had damaged the SMD caps with too much heat when applied to the PCA. Alright, Jeff, good info. Multi's in. That's afternoon, Derek. Looks a bit savaged. Yeah, we're going to need to put wires through that. Badjo, how you doing, mate? Where's my origins? How you doing, Badjo? Not seen you for a while, mate. Good to see you back in. Brett's in. Hi, Brett. Newfangled stuff, yeah. It's a bit of everything goes on in this channel, isn't there? I don't know if we've had anything very random this year, have we? Haven't done any crazy repairs. I have got a power supply for a motorhome in here at the moment. Somewhere. And the same chap was going to drop in a broken kiddie's toy for me to look at as well, so I certainly get it all here. Alright, that's that one. What else can we burn? That should be alright there. They're ceramic, aren't they? Should be alright with that one. Should be alright with that one. We've got another crystal over here that's a bit iffy. Just cover that one up. I might also cover those other two up while I'm here, to be fair. Because you can't get spares for these. So if we damage anything, we're in trouble. You know, and the other thing, fixing these radios, there's no 100% guarantee that it will actually work afterwards. Sounds a bit dramatic, but it's true. I've had all sorts of problems with stuff getting electrolyte in it. The little ceramic trimmers, if they get electrolyte in them, they go bad. What else have we got? I think we can make a start with that. I think we can make a start with that. So it looks like a bit of a Christmas turkey at the moment, doesn't it? All trussed up with all its stuff on it. Let's turn that down a little bit because I'm going to need some more beer before I tackle this. Oh, hello. Ah. Always got to pour it in too quick, Graham, haven't you? Always got to pour it in too quick. Well, you know, I want to get the bottle off the bench. Right, bit of a clear up. Let's get you in a bit closer. We won't really be able to tell the full extent of the damage, Jerry, until the caps are off. Then we'll be able to see what the traces are like underneath them. I could do, Anthony, but the problem is they won't stay in place. This is by far the best method, this stuff here. Danish is in. Sony new glasses. They're pretty good in there. They'll fix them for you, Brett. They don't normally charge you either. Your toes are starting to curl. Right, so we need to get ready for some ripping and tearing here. So I'm going to use the hot air. I've got quite a thin nozzle on. I've used different nozzles, but I find this is, you can direct the heat much better. especially when you're trying to steer around stuff. This does seem to work better than the other ones. Right, so we need to pop it on. We're going to want about, I usually do it about 380. Air needs to be sort of fairly good. We don't want too much, although we blow all the components off. So I'm going to do the hardest ones first, which is these two. Just going to heat the board in this area because we've got to try and get a bit of heat in. They'll come off a lot easier with heat. Get the smallest one off first. That's the first one. Second one, oh, it's a bit messy underneath there. Incidentally, I have taken pictures of these so I know what they are. One's been a little bit stubborn, there he goes. This one's definitely leaked. Get off. Yeah, we've got to redo that. Let's do this one up here. I'm going to have to redo the stuff on that because I can just lift it up. I don't want to do the plastic on that connector. Come on, thank you. So I've got a good bit of heat in the board now, so these are coming off a lot easier now. Now I'll leave that one for a minute. We're motoring. This one's at the top here. Not done only up this area of the board, so we've got a bit of heat in the board. It's like smell-o-vision here. Okay, nearly there. Oh, right, let's turn that off a second. So I've only got a couple left to go. We've got this one here. And I've just lifted that bit of stuff around the plastic connector there, so I just need to pop that back in there because I don't want to burn that. It's sort of relatively unscathed at the moment. Let's get that one off then. You've got to be careful with these in hot air because they can explode. So if you put too much heat into them, they will go bang. Right, there we are. It's nearly all of them off. So we've got a nice little gathering of nasty capacitors here, look. Yeah, I've not done a lot of it. Yeah, we are going to put tantalums in this one. Dids, how you do, mate? A trip to the dentist, yeah. Yeah, they do go for the bang, Derek. You've just got to yeah, that little IC's moved a fraction. IC409 has moved a fraction, if that's the one you meant, Brett. That's pretty easy to get back on. This one here has moved a fraction. Pretty good though. That's probably the only thing that's moved. So the other thing we've got to do is get in here. You can't see it now because I've moved the camera. We need to get inside here because there's another one hiding in there. And I've missed it before. So let's get the old soldering iron on. If I can get the thing plugged in properly. There we go. Now I've got a massive valve tip on, so I'll use this one. It'll soon make light work of this. So we're going to be getting this side off, soldered on this side of the board. I thought I'd do this one tonight instead of the CD Walkman, because this one's likely to take a bit longer. Or whether I won't get this back together tonight, but hopefully we'll get the caps done. That's the plan. To be careful after using the hot air station as well, because the board can still be really hot. But you didn't expect to see your radio done live, Jerry, did you? Okay. Gotta get this off now. And that pushes through that. And it should reveal one more cap. So rather than mask it all up again because of that plastic container, I'm gonna walk this one off the board. So we're gonna play a bit of walkie-walkie. Can you see where he is? Just down there, that one there. That's the one that we need. That's the one that we want. I'll turn my temperature back to 350. I don't need 360. Let's get my magnifiers on. So I'm just going to put a bit of flux and solder on this one. Someone's messaging me. Who's that? No. Everybody wants me to review stuff and come and check out my new makeup products. Please, can you review my makeup? No, I can't. I don't use makeup. Do you not watch the channel? I don't know where the hell. So let's just flow a bit of fresh solder in there. And we're going to get the tweezers. I'm just going to heat it. Walk it off the board. There you go. Done. So that is the whole board decapitated. There's a fair few, isn't there? Do you want to see what they measure, being that we've managed to get them all off without damaging them? Does anybody want to see what they actually measure? A bit of SMD capacitor bingo. Now I just need to sort that one out. Let's just do that a minute. So I'm just going to put a bit of flux on that, because IC409 has just moved a fraction. Just down here, that this one there. So I'm just going to heat that up. There he is. I will check it with the microscope in a minute anyway, just to make sure nothing else is moved, but that looks like it's the only one. But yeah, there's some bad corrosion in this area, some really bad corrosion. Also potentially may have popped a cap off of there. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Can't see anything on the mat here, but oh yes I can, there he is. There he is. We've got to do that one as well. Gotta pop that one back on. Right, more beer first. So IC409's back on. I'm just going to put this little cap back on here. Let's do it now because I'll forget else. Get off. Let it go. Where's my other tweezers? So just need to pop that other capacitor on, and if you can see that or not. It's a little tiny baby one just in behind here. Probably see it if I go side on that way. Where's my plastic connector? Up there. There we go. It's a little tiny miniature cap has just come off there, so that needs to get E back on. In fact, I'm probably better off doing my bit of foil first and then popping that one on. There's a lot of caps in that area, so it does get a bit warm. So I'm going to attempt to put that on with the hot air. It might play up. It's playing up now. It don't want to go on with the tweezers. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's turn the air down a little bit. It's not going to play ball, are you? There he goes. Back on. You little monkey. Pull that down a bit. Right, time to start cleaning up the board, and this is a good place to start because that looks to be the worst area of all. So I'm going to go in and just resolder a load of these. Just put some flux on the board. Going to put a fresh bit of leaded solder on. Try and get rid of all the crud. Because when you heat it up with solder, it does burn the impurities out. So we've definitely got some issues with the vias there. Let's move down here a bit further. Can't see where you can see at the moment. I shall catch up with the chat shortly. Yeah, plenty of crud there. Plenty of crud here as well. Can you see where I am? I'm sort of here now. Yeah. Seen a lot worse than this, Jerry, anyway. So stinks. Yeah, this one's particularly bad as well in the middle here. You can't quite see that. I'm in a bit close really. Let's have a look at the chat. Sandra, how you doing? And Ben. Sandra and Ben are in the house. What did Joseph say when they asked how Mary and Jesus were doing after the birth? Both of them are in a stable condition. Dear, oh dear. Ha! That's Ben's joke of the day. Martin, how you doing? Christian Eck, how are you? Christophson. Game over. Derek Cooper, right, Derek. Catch you soon, Jeff. You're going to miss the live stream tomorrow. Oh. It was Derek, wasn't it? I didn't understand why the power supply was doing that. I've not had that before. Anyway, I think I'm up with the chat now. So welcome to our new joiners. Tony Blackburn's Christmas joke book. It could be. It could be. So all I'm doing now is just going over the board, and I'm just putting a bit of flux on and some fresh solder. Then we're going to go and drag it all back off again. That way you get a nice shiny pad ready to put your tantalums on. Done that one. Yeah, that's particularly cruddy just there. As I say, what this does, this fresh solder and flux, it just lifts the corrosion off the traces. That one's particularly bad there. Be careful you don't apply too much heat, because you'll lift the trace anyway. Right. Just caught that maybe with a soldering iron, did I? Fraction. Or the hot air, one of the two. Looks okay though. Right. Ken, how you doing, mate? You had a heart attack 5 weeks. Sorry to hear that, Ken. Flippin' heck. Come and take it easy with us, mate. We won't get you stressed or worked up. Yeah. Yeah, you make sure you take it easy, Ken. The paste station's got both. It's got a foam pad and it's got the brass stuff. Right, let's take all of our masking off, because I'm going to be soldering these on with a soldering iron. But yeah, I mean, the areas where it's brown is where it's been hit worst. Worst hit? Hit worst? Yeah, I've caught that fraction with a soldering iron, but it looks fine. I'm just a fuss ass, am I? Right. Let's show you the state of this. Obviously I've still got flux on it. I haven't sucked the solder off yet, but this should give you an idea of what the board looks like. So you can see all that brown stuff, all that brown muck is all electrolyte. all that brown gunge there, that's all electrolyte that's come out through the soldering process. I mean, that's a via there, that. So that's going to be suspect, isn't it? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 vias there that we're going to have to check. They're absolutely yuck. All of this here, it's all electrolyte. Not looking too bad here. So this is one of the worst areas. That one there is looking pretty bad. See all the gunge in that. And here. And believe it or not, that green mess there, is actually a trace. There's a trace underneath that. Let's just scrape the muck away. You can just about sort of see it. And this is where they get hit the worst. So both of those are going to be suspect. That one's going to be suspect. These two. It's gone through the solder mask there as well. Not too bad there. There's that IC that I resoldered. It's gone back on perfectly. There's a little bit of brown muck up this end of the board. So you've got dodgy through hole there, dodgy fire there. It's pretty brown and cruddy up here as well, so we've got dodgy fire there. A little bit of muck up around there. So you can see it's sort of like headed towards the vias every time, isn't it? It just loves going through there. And this one as well. So yeah, all pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. So we've got to clean it all up now. Try and buzz out some of these vias before we start putting new capacitors on. So this could take a while, so get yourself a beer, sit down. So I'm going to go over the board first with the solder working, just get rid of all the solder. I'll zoom it out because I'll get you in close once I've cleaned it all up so you can have a look. Fussasser. I'm a fussass, yeah. I think it's so you've got an edge to rub on, Brett. You're making yourself an omelette while watching. Okay, let's start getting this off. Nice clean tip. Just start down here, work our way back through. So I'm just touching the solder wick to the pads. You're not really supposed to drag it, but it's a habit, isn't it? You do get through a lot of consumables doing this type of work. Surprising. Solder wick ain't cheap. Solder, flux, cotton buds. Ooh, it's getting hot. Hot, hot, hot. Making sure we don't take any other components off the board. Let's cut that back a bit. Used about a foot of wick so far. At least once you've done this, you've got nice clean pads to solder to. We've got no broken pads either so far. I'm not going to have to remake any pads, which is good news. If you're thinking about getting some solder wick, there's a link in my description to all my equipment and tools, and in there you'll find a link to this solder wick. If you buy cheap solder wick, it's rubbish. You know, I don't need to load this up with flux or anything. It's really good stuff. Again, it's not cheap, but then nothing is these days, is it? How are we doing? We're getting there. Bear with me, I'm just got my head in the board. I think we're going for another foot of wick. So if you use those little rows, that would nearly all be gone. But this is it 10 meters or something like that? 30 meters. So it's rosin as well, so it's got flux already in it. Good stuff. Right, I think that's got it all off. Okay. Next we need to do some Sony chip. Sony is Sony. Be careful with this as well that I don't scrub any components off the board. So make sure all the electrolyte's gone, as well as the flux. This is quite a stiff bristled brush, this. It's looking good. Particularly stubborn up there. Better. Right, that's looking good. Soak up all this muck off the board. All the other electrolyte and stuff. Of course, it goes through the other side of the board as well, so okay, right. That looks a lot better. So we are clean. Chris, how you doing, mate? I need to do a coolant system flush on Mrs. Cruncher's car, and I've got to use distilled water for that, apparently. Right. Get some of this rubbish off the bench. So who reckons these capacitors are going to be any good then? Who thinks these are going to be any good? Anybody? Anybody feeling lucky? Shall we test a few? See if you can get these. See if you can guess these then. Are you ready for some capacitor bingo, everybody? The stinky ones, they're all stinky. I would be amazed if any of these are any good. Shall we start with the biggest ones first, the 470s then? Have a guess at a 470. There, I've got 1, 2, 3 470s at 10 volts. As I say, I have got them off without damaging them, so we can test them. Normally you can't because they're too bad. You predict electronic carnage. Open, all bad. 322 560. We've got some numbers coming in now. Let's say it should be 470. We've got the old tweezers for these because they are small. 470 at 10 volts. For those of you that haven't played along with this before, all we're trying to do is guess the microfarads by using the, well, we're going to guess what the microfarads will be with the ESR meter. Tweezer probes, yeah. I've got a few different types of probes. I've got these. I've got the croc clip ones. I've got the hook on ones. And I've got the little SMD pin ones. These here. So you can never have too many different types of tips. These are quite good. But you know, that's more for stuff that's actually in circuit, because you try getting these on something, you guarantee it's going to ping off somewhere. So Andy, how you doing, mate? You got a problem one, have you? I'll say you can sand it on, Andy, if you need it looked at. I am a bit up to neck at the moment though. Right, let's do the first one then. Well, I'm going to do all three of these. $472, would you believe it? That's pretty good. 472, what? These big ones don't suffer, to be fair, because they're bigger. They don't tend to leak. So 472 on the next one. Is it gonna get on there? Come on. $477. I don't believe this. These are all good. Why'd you bother changing these, Graham? $465. Those three pretty good. Who was closest to that? And we got Martin at 499. Adele has. Oh, Adele's got it, has he? He'll sort it out, Andy. He's the man. I think that's probably Martin, is it? 499? Give Sony QC some credit. Right, let's do another one. Let's do this one. This is 100 microfarads. Let's do the hundreds. That's 100 as well. So we've got a couple 100 microfarads there. So have a guess at those then. As you as well, Brett, was it? $88. Oh, Christoph's gone low. Christoph's gone low. I mean, my personal view is that these will be off the charts. But Joe's going for 100 on the nose. Yeah, I mean, what you've got to understand is that these are a lot bigger. These are much bigger, so they don't leak as much as the smaller ones. You know, there's no damage on that part of the board where those three big ones were from. But I can assure you that one of these two is from the nastiest part where all that corrosion is. So I would think about your guesses. We're gonna have some big ESRs here as well, I think. Andy's going for 22. Oh, you for shot probes, Brett? No worries, mate. I think my voice is going today, isn't it? How are we doing? Should we do it? Any more takers before I push the button? Here we go. Over 40 ohms ESR, so that's a lovely resistor. And this one, let's try that again. Open circuit or low capacitance. Absolutely knackered. What else we got here? I'm going to just try a few of these now. We've got the 220 here. 230 again, it's one of the bigger caps. Let's try a smaller 220. 245 high ESR. Another 220 at 4 volts. 254 high ESR. 47. 40 ohms ESR. Another 220 high ESR. What have we got here? 100. Off the chart. 220. High ESR. A 1, I don't expect that on measure. Open circuit or low capacitance, that's gone below 1. What's this one? 47. 40 over 40 ohms ESR. Another 220. These 220s don't seem too bad. Too bad. Just a bit high on the ESR front. What's this? So another 47. Come on. Over 40 ohms ESR. Not even measurable. What's this one? 100. The leg's so bad on this one, I can't. Yeah, over 40 ohms ESR. You get the picture, don't you? Another 100. Knackered. What's this one? 6.8. Open circuit. 22. 7.8 over 40 ohms ESR. Another one, I don't think this will measure. Over 40 ohms ESR. And the last one is a 22. I think they needed doing. There's probably half a dozen there that are okay, but all the rest have had it. So there you are. I thought I'd whip through them quick, but yeah, pretty bad. Cage nut, we've just ripped all the caps off, mate. So there you are. You can see how bad they all are. So let's have a look now under the microscope again, now that we've cleaned everything up. And I need to just sort of like try and pinpoint some areas of interest, really. I'm going to zoom out as far as I can, just to make it a bit easier for you to see. So I'm going to scatter around the board. I'm going to start over this side. So this is our DC-DC converter in here. So we've got this one here. I mean, that to me looks fine. Let's just have a look at my focus. Yeah, that looks fine. This is a problem. So this is our trace that's eaten away. I think we have got some copper in there, but it's not looking good, and it does go underneath this connector, but it goes underneath that connector. So do I want to take that connector out? I might have to take this connector out, which I really don't want to do. I do not want to take this one out really, but that track does go right in underneath it, look. See, that just disappears right underneath. That's not good. So we've got corrosion there on the board next to that. So we've got muck in the via there. There's muck in all these vias. Let's give them a poke out. Let's get the carburetor cleaner out. So again, there's a link to these in the description of my video. This is a carburetor cleaning kit that I got off of Amazon. So in it you've got all of these little tiny probes and tools. So the smaller ones will actually go down through the vias. So you can sort of connect it up and just have one, so they will go down through the vias. So you can clean them out. So where are we? I need to look under the microscope myself just to make sure I got them. That one's still cruddy. Those two there have had it, I reckon. Yeah, they've had it. So there's a slight sort of, it's almost like a little miniature, very fine file, these. So for cleaning out jets and carbs really, but it's perfect for this job. We've got a little bit of crud in that one. Not too bad in there. To say that was certainly the worst area, and I think over here as well somewhere that was quite bad, wasn't it? Yeah, these here. Yeah, I would suggest that maybe that one's gone. And yeah, there's that one there's got electrolyte in it. Up here. Basically, it's all had electrolyte through it, hasn't it? This one here, these usually get hit. And up here, this was quite bad. Yeah, it's gone everywhere. Did those, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Right, you get the gist. Let's just clean this off. So yeah, handy bit of kit that, especially if you're doing a job like this. So I'm going to squirt some isopropyl through the holes, clean them out. Just the ones that I've probed. Give them a good old squirt. Bit messy, but it's better than leaving it in the holes. Right, oh god dear, that's some good stuff right there. Whoa. Right, so we're going to have to take this connector off because, as I say, there is some electrolyte underneath that. It's going to have to come off, unfortunately. I don't like taking them off because they're plastic and they don't take kindly to heat being put on them. I'm going to go through and quickly just solder suck the underside of that. No worries, Jerry. Welcome back, mate. Hirschman probes that TRX uses. Yeah, he has got some good gear. Is that the is that the what do you call them, Kelvin probes, Kelvin clamp things he's got. Yeah, ESR is going to be bad on all of those. Yeah, really, if you've got an SW77 and the capacitors haven't been done, you really are asking for trouble, because the longer you leave it, the more it will eat into the board until it eats away all the copper, and then it's going to cost you like 3 times as much to repair, because you're going to have to go through and do all the traces and trace everything through, and then there's always that one that can't be repaired because something somewhere seems to be untraceable. I don't think I've had an SW77 yet that I haven't actually been able to 100% fix. I did have one that I sent back with bad SSB, but what am I trying to say? I got it back again a couple years later after I had a bit more experience, and did an alignment on the SSB, and that cured it. It just needed the what's the word for it? Not the midpoint, you know, the SSB just needed the alignment. I can't remember what they call it now. Memory's terrible. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of clean solder on these. I'll get you in a bit closer so you can have a look, see what I'm up to. If I can remember where it is. Where am I? I am over here. Over there. Over there. Oop. Right. So this is the bottom side of that plastic connector. So I'm just going to run a bit of fresh solder in. I'm going to use a desoldering gun. It doesn't block itself up. The blocked gun, let me just probe that. Make sure we're nice and clear. Which we're not. Oh, you. It's blocked. Typical. Let's just unblock this, because it's going to make... I don't want to be doing this with a solder sucker, to be fair, because it's so easy to damage the thing. I'm just going to clear my desoldering tool. Let me just zoom you out a bit. Just clearing out my desoldering tool. Auntie was only just saying just now that he he clears his out every time. Well, I don't, unfortunately. There we are. Just clean the stuff off and replace that while I'm in here. Another washer, filter even. Oh, you're going to send it out, Chris, are you? I've got your other two Sonys all boxed up, mate. I'm just looking for a box now where I can stick those two in and something else for you. So hopefully they'll be going off to you this week. That's both your 7600s coming back. And we'll stick something else in as well. Just quick rebuild of the desoldering gun. I don't know, I fancy trying one of those Hacko ones, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's a damn sight dearer than this. Why won't that go back on? That always goes back on easy. It's because I'm live, isn't it? You don't want to do it. Come on, you crazy thing. Get on there. Thank you. Gotta be careful because that is red hot still. Yeah, it doesn't take me. I've done quite a few of these, Andy. Quite a few. The one that's the bane of my life at the moment is the SW75. They're really causing me lots of headaches at the moment. For some reason, they just don't seem to want to be repaired. They don't like it. Oh, you. Less haste, more speed, isn't it? This is what it is. I'm rushing to try and get this done, and it's going wrong. Good to go. Right, we're back in business after a quick service. Let's just get you back down where we were, just down there. Well, that looks like it should be ready to come off, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to come off. I thought that would have just lifted clean off, but Yay! There she blows. Got off on one piece, no damage. Right, see, it didn't even need that. It didn't go any further. Let me get the microscope back on, I'll show you. That's a needn't have taken all that off really, but you don't know, do you? You just don't know. Let's turn the light back on. So it doesn't look like it's gone underneath that connector, just on that line, look. Oh, the other tracks look fine. A little bit of copper gone there, but that looks okay. Yeah. Right. Where's my fiberglass pen gone? Let's see if we can clean this up. I don't know if that is actually copper there. It's very badly pitted if it is. I say those wires have had it. Where's me thingy? Right, let's see if that'll take any solder. Bit of flux. No. Whoa, it's not taking any solder. So I'm going to have to put a jumper in there. Oh dear. It's right back to here, look. There is no trace. Oh dear. I've got a little bit of solder on it, but not a lot. Right, I'm just going to skip Lou a minute. Where is it? It's down here, isn't it? No, there. Yeah, not looking good, that. Oh, we just kicked over the advent calendar. That's not good. Right, won't be a sec, and I'll be back. Right. What I'm going to do with this then, I'm going to have to run a couple solder legs through the hole, I think, and then back on themselves. Not good. Bob, Ricardo, how you doing? If you haven't had it done, Jerry, it will be a problem. Merry Christmas, Ricardo. The soldering gun is a Zongdi. It's a Duratool, mate. It's a Duratool. Right, let's just put the solder braid over this. I don't know if it's easier for you to see it through the microscope or probably not, actually, because of the glare off of it. I need to sort out some different lighting for this, really, but it's crazy, crazy money. Rich came up with quite a nice one with gooseneck lighting, which is what you want, really. Okay, yeah, there's no board left up there. The only bit we've got is down here by the looks of it. Let's just get rid of that off of there again. Careful. That pad's not great there either. Still on there, so I'll be able to solder to it, but it's not great. So yeah, it looks like the only bit I can solder to is there. So probably just as well I did lift that thing up, wasn't it? I mean, I think it may have some copper on it, but it's just so badly pitted and tarnished that there's no way. Yeah, that pad has been damaged there. Not by me, just by the electrolyte. But there is enough to join to still, so. It's the only pad that's damaged, Joe, which is good news. Right. Let's have a look, see if I can find a couple nice capacitor legs that'll fit in there. I can pokey through and out the other side. That one will. Okay, yeah, they'll work, but I've got to do the same on the other side with this other area that's blown away, because this is where it's been hit the worst by the looks of it. Right, where is it? So close here. Yeah, that's nasty. There is no board left there. So we're going to use a scratch back. I'm going to use the tweezers. Going to scratch back this area as well. So we've got something to solder to. Although I can solder probably to that cap there, but if I scratch back here. Let's get rid of the solder mask. Some decent copper there. Okay. So let's tin that. This should tin up all right. Got a decent bit of copper there. Yeah, nice. Yes. Very nice. Right, so let's poke these two wires in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of pre-bend them this way. And then bend them that way as well. That's one. Where are we? There. That's where we are. Same with this one. Come on. That's a tight fit in that wire, I tell you. Right. Got to make sure we can get that connector back on. So don't want to go too long. Have to come off a little fraction more. Flux. There we are. Hopefully. That has taken to the board, and it has. Let's just make sure that I'll go back in. We've got one of the holes blocked. Let's make sure that our plastic thing will go back in with that in there. Yes, it will. Excellent. Right. Other side then. What have we got over here then to play with? Where are we? Where are you? You're there. Ah, nice. Can you see that? See if I can get you on the microscope, so I don't think you're going to see this house. So there's my two wires coming through that broken bit of boardlet. So I need to get them as flush as I can without pinging anything off the board. So snip the ends off of those. Bit of flux. I shouldn't really need to put any solder on these because they got plenty there, so I'm just going to put a bit of pressure here with the tweezers, heat that up, and it should. Soldered down, there you are. First board repair done. That's that side. And if I can get it in shot, that's the other side. So just give that a squirt. Get rid of all the flux. There you are. What do you think? What an amazing job. So say the board had disappeared there. You can see that that pad there's not great either. This one here is just hanging on by a thread, but should be okay. That there's enough copper attached to the board still to solder to. But yeah, that's sorted. So I think I'll leave that connector off now anyway. I'll leave that connector off for the time being, but you can see I've only just gone right to the very edge of it. So that was the worst bit. Okay, now where's that through to? Let's pop a little soldered capacitor leg through the hole here. Let's get you back on the main camera. I'm going to look through the microscope still, but all I'm doing is I'm poking this this through these vias so as I can see where it is on the other side of the board. Okay, so it's to that there and that there. Right. Yeah, I don't really want to scrape too much of that back. Let's just see if I can see if there's continuity there. Let's get the old multimeter out. I'm probably going to need to put the thin probes on if I can find them. Because these, oh, I might be able to do it. So I'm going from there to there. Okay, And this one here, that one's okay. This one, good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 done. This one, yep. So all those wires are good now in that area. Obviously this is good. Yeah, that's definitely good. Make sure that makes contact to there. Yeah. That goes through that hole. So that should make contact with... Yes, it does. Right, well, how are we doing for time then? Because, yeah, we are slightly over. So there you are. That's probably all we've got time for today. So you can see we've spent a couple hours on that now. And got to the stage where I'm starting to go over the board and repair issues. A lot more probing to be done really before I can start putting the capacitors on, but maybe we'll do another stream when I'm ready to put them back on. I might see if I can get some time tomorrow to just go over, because I need to check all of those vias that look corroded before I start putting capacitors back on. I need to make sure that all the electrolytes off the board as well, so quite a bit of work still to do. So let's get the advent calendar up. Mrs. Cruncher's off out any minute, so I need to go and say goodbye to Mrs. Cruncher. Pack some bits and pieces up here to make sure we don't lose that and that. So let's pop those back down over there in the box. I'm sure you don't want all these capacitors, Jerry, do you? Let's just check the chat a minute. Let me just catch up with the chat. Rob, thank you, mate. Catch you later, mate. Have a good bit of coralling. Sharpie, how are you doing, mate? I haven't seen you for ages. Hope you're all right. No worries. Let's catch up. Sandra, tongue twister about copper bottoming. Dinner's ready. Catch you soon, Bob. Thanks, Jerry. We're getting there, aren't we? More snow to shovel. Right, let's get this advent calendar done, and I can go and say goodbye to Mrs. Cruncher then. So we are looking for the 16th. Let's get you up. I think I've just spotted it actually. I think I may have actually zoomed completely in on it. Harvey, how you doing, mate? Been in and out sleeping. Good for you. Sandra spotted it yet? Thanks, Sandra. It is a lot of work, but there you go. Top right. Up here, you're all right. we got a pepper potlet. No, pepper pot to go with a soap pot. Where was my little pouch with them in? I wonder if we get a spoon and a knife and a fork. So there we are. Oh, different colour, that salt and pepper. Where's my camera? Salt and pepper, different colour, that. How about that? Just nice for the workbench. Dicky little pouch as well, isn't it? There we go. Sorted. That's it for now then, people. Hope you've enjoyed that today. As I say, I was thinking maybe I would have got some caps done today, but there's just too much corrosion to check out, so there we are. No worries, Jerry. Catch you soon, mate. Bench pepper. It gotta be good. Everyone's got a bench pepper, haven't they? Anyway, cheers everybody. I'll catch you tomorrow. We're gonna be looking at the Sony CD Walkman tomorrow that Jeff let me have. So that should be interesting, hopefully. Catch you soon. Bye for now.